Ever wonder what happens when a hardened hitman gets paired with an imaginary friend? It sounds bizarre, right? Well, back in 2017, SyFy gave us exactly that with a show called Happy, and that it was a unique blend of crime, comedy, and sheer insanity, but it mysteriously vanished after just 2 seasons. The show came from the mind of Grant Morrison, a comic book legend known for Batman and Doom Patrol. Morrison's work is always a bit different, and Happy um, was no exception. It was a dark, twisted ride, but also surprisingly funny. Christopher Maloney starred as Nick Sachs, a washed-up ex-cop and hitman. He's a mess, drinking himself to oblivion and taking on jobs to survive. Uh, but things get really weird when he starts seeing a bright blue uh, unicorn named Happy. Um, Happy, voiced by Patton Oswalt, is Sax's imaginary friend, and he insists that Sax needs to help a little girl. That little girl turns out to be Sax's estranged daughter, Haley, who has been kidnapped by a man dressed as Santa Claus. Yes, you read that right. You read that right. The first season is a frantic race against time, uh, set in the days leading up to Christmas. Mick is forced to confront his past while battling dangerous criminals and trying to save his daughter. It's a nonstop thrill ride filled with violence, dark humor, and unexpected twists. What makes Happy stand out is its willingness to go over the top. It's a cartoonish, hyper violent show that doesn't shy away from the absurd. And because, but beneath the surface, it's a surprisingly emotional story about a father trying to reconnect with his daughter. The villains are truly despicable, a cast of cartoonishly evil characters with connections to the city's elite. The show quickly evolves into a conspiracy thriller, revealing a web of corruption and deceit. Sadly, SyFy canceled Happy after just 2 seasons. It likely didn't resonate with a mainstream audience due to its dark tone and extreme violence. But in a world where shows like The Boys and Peacemaker thrive, it feels like Happy was ahead of its time. It's a shame because Happy was a truly original show. It was a wild, inventive, and surprisingly heartfelt crime thriller that deserved a longer run. And if you're looking for something different, something that will shock and entertain you, then give Happy a try. And remember, if you ever find yourself partnered with a blue unicorn, maybe it's time to cut back on the eggnog. It's a show that's so wild, it makes Rudolph look like a responsible reindeer. Um, with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.